One major request I've received from this channel is a request for flyer design tutorials. A lot of you have reached out to me asking me that when next am I going to drop a flyer design tutorial. I'm super excited to announce that I'm starting a series on this channel, right on this channel, and the name of the series is FDS, which is Flyer Design Series. Now in this series, every week I'll be dropping one upload of an amazing flyer design tutorial on this channel. And in fact, I'm going to be starting with this particular video. So this video is going to be the first upload in this series. I need you to stick around because it's about to go down, right? Because you're about to have access to amazing tutorials, amazing background manipulation videos. Like, you've got a lot to learn from a flyer design tutorials. Ensure that your notification bell is turned on so that YouTube can always notify you whenever I drop a new upload in this series. I will see you in this video. Alright, so in this design, not only will I show you how I came about this design from scratch. In fact, the most interesting part for me about this design is the background manipulation, right? But then even after that, I'm also going to show you how I edited it with Adobe Lightroom, right? How I edited it and made it look pop, right? I made it pop more using Adobe Lightroom. So ensure that you don't miss any part of this video. Stick around and follow me carefully, right? Don't miss any single part of this video. So first of all, I'm just going to hide this, right? You can see that this is the final product of our design. So I'm going to clear this and I'm going to start with a fresh workspace, right? I'm going to start with a fresh workspace. I need you to follow me carefully. Now the first thing is to import my background, is to import the resources I actually use in this tutorial. So I'm going to do that right away, right? I'm going to just import it right away. All right, so this is one of the resources I use. Look at this. This is one of the resources I use. I'm just going to import this. So this is one. Then let me import the others. All right, click on import. All right, so I've been able to import many of the major resources I used in this design. Okay, so I'm going to hide all of them and I'm going to take them one after the other. I'm going to use them one after the other. So this is the first one. So I'm going to increase the size. All right, I want to occupy my workspace. So I'm going to increase it. Copy this, right? Because when you increase the size of an image in Pixel Lab, the quality tends to reduce. So I'm going to work with this, then position this to the center. But then I want this particular this yellow part, I want it to move. I want it to be at the center, right? I want it to be at the center, just like this. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to lock this, right? I'll move it to the back. So this is it. I'm done with this particular one for now. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to use this. This is the second resources I'm going to be using. So I'm just going to increase the size, right? Copy it, delete this other one. You already know why I do that, so yeah. I'm still going to increase the size some more. Copy it again. All right, so this is what I've got here. I'm going to reduce it. Is there need to adjust this? Okay, there's no need. So I'm just going to reduce the opacity. You can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to reduce the opacity like this. Can reduce it to 25, right? So this is what we've got, 25. So I'm going to log this. I'm going to log this too. Now this is the next resources that I'm going to be using, this particular one. So first of all, I'm going to tamper with the color filters. I need to change the color, right? I need to change the color to blend with my background. to blend with the other images. So I'm just going to leave it at this. So 73. Alright, let's use 75. That's minus 75. Minus 75. So then I will increase the size. Then copy, delete this. So move this here. Then reduce the opacity. You can see what's happening now. Reduce the opacity. But you can see that there's a sharp line here. So what we'll do to that is very simple. Just click on eraser. Increase this to the highest. That's the softness of the brush. Then increase the size. Right? Then you can now erase this part. Can you see what I just did? So I've erased that part, mark it, and this is what we've got. So even though this particular line is still obvious, kind of, right? But then you can see that it's not sharp. Yeah, it's no longer sharp. So save. So now let's leave it at this. Let's just leave this one at 25. Right? Now you may like to also come to your color filters again and adjust it to a color that can blend with the background. Yeah, you can just play around. Okay. Alright, so we can just leave it at no, this is totally different. So let's leave it at this. This is 65. So let's leave it at 65. If there's need to adjust it again, then we'll adjust it. So now this is the next resources that I'll be using to front this. But then this is going to be brought in, like this is not going to be used like this. This is going to be brought in as texture. Right? So I'm going to just hide this. Then I'm going to click on shape. So this is shape. Then increase the size. Now click on gradient. Then click on plus. Tap on this, right? Tap on this. This is a graded template. So just tap on this. Then reduce the opacity to the highest. So I'm creating something like a fade effect. Tap on this. Then I want to select this color. Right? Mark it. Okay. Then okay. So this is what we've got, right? This is what we've got now. So I'm just going to increase the size to this. Then I'll click on texture. Now I want to import my Bible image. Yeah, this is it. So these are some other ones I can actually use. But for the sake of this tutorial, this is the one I want to use. So just tap on it. Yeah, then mark it. So you can see that this does not look properly it's not properly placed. Okay, so just tap on edit. Then you can reduce this a bit, mark it, and let's see. You can repeat the same process again. Alright, so it's fine now. So I'm just going to increase my size. So this is what we've got here. Then mark it. Right? So I can move this in some more. Move this off some more. Right? So yeah, this is what we've got. Delete this one. So you can see that this particular texture, this particular image has cover up for this sharp line here. Yeah, you can see that. So bring this back up. Then position it to the center. So this is what we've got. I'm just going to log this. Alright, so this is what we've got so far. Then now the next thing I'm going to do now is to click on text. So I want to begin to type in my text. So I'm changing this color to white. Right, I'm changing this particular color to white. Then my text is let us. Right, we have let us. So click on fonts. Now the font I'm using for this is Kaya Value. Yeah, this particular font. Look at it, this particular font, Kayavalo bold. Now just check the description box of this video. This video you are watching, you'll see the link to a Telegram community. All these resources used in this video are going to be there. I'm going to send them there. You have access to the fonts for free, have access to the resources for free. So just check the description box below and join the Telegram community. So like I said, Kayavalo bold. So this is my font. Let us. So I'm going to position this to the center, then I'll copy, and our next test is worship. Right, this is it. You can see that it appears like some part of this W appears to be cut away. So it's very simple. Just come to paddling, click on paddling, increase the right paddling, increase the right paddling, then also increase the left paddling. 13, mark it. So this is what we've got. Position this to the center. Let us worship. So I'm going to move this up a bit. More. But then what I'm not going to do now is I'm going to move this down. Right, you can see what's happening now. Then I'm going to also move worship down. So you can see that was how I was able to create the effect here. Look at this effect here. Right, this effect on this text here. So that was how I was able to create this particular effect. Right, so it's very, very simple. So we have let us worship. So I want the color of this I want to use this particular color, but then I want to make it lighter. So this is what I want to use. Can you see? Let us worship. So I want to reduce the opacity of this some more. Yeah, just this a bit. 20. Right, I want 20. So this is very, very amazing now. So we have let us worship. Our text is ready here. So move this up a bit more. Position this to the center. Now the next thing I'm going to work on is create my shape. So I want to create a rectangle shape. So I'm moving this here. Right. Then change the color to this. Now reduce the opacity. But then go to stroke now. Go to stroke. Make the color of the stroke black too. Increase the stroke. Alright, so you can see the way I was able to form this. So it's actually very, very simple. So I need to increase this some more. Yeah, this is what I've got. So move this up. Move this down a bit more. Yeah, sorry. I want to be sure that I'm actually, because I want us to achieve something perfect. Like I do say, something perfect or close to perfect. So yeah. So I'm going to move this to back now, to the back of this worship. Can you see? So this is what I've got here. But then I want to increase my opacity. Yeah. Then go to stroke. No, mark this. Let's go to this. Let's tap on this and reduce the opacity a bit. Can you see? Reduce the opacity of this ant a bit. Like this. So we have 60. Let's leave it at 60. Let's just leave it at 60. So we have this here now. So position this to the center again. Then the next thing we are going to do now is to start bringing in our text. So we have a text here. And for my text, I actually use a font. I use beta fonts, like this font. Yeah, look at this one. Everything is going to be made available in the Telegram community. So we have bitter black, no, bitter bold. So we have this. Yeah, but first I just have, yeah, we have a worship word and prayer conference. So I can reduce this size a bit. So I'm just going to use beta medium. So I'm using beta medium or beta regular. So I'm not going to increase the spacing, right? So I'm basically setting in my text now. So we have copied this. We have a worship, select all. So we have, for more information, contact this and this and that and that. Right? Adjust the spacing. So we have this, for more information, contact. Move this here. Right? Move this here. Yeah. Then you can also copy this. Move this one here. But then we are changing the text. The text here now is the, yeah, value up center. But then I'm using right alignment here. You can see that. Then I want to adjust my line spacing. So I'm just going to increase my line spacing up. So I'm also going to tap on this and adjust the line spacing like this. So we've got this. I want to adjust this. So I'm just going to move this to 14. Then this to 86. Right? This. So the reason why I'm using my grid line here is to ensure that my work is aligned. So that's my goal. Right? I want my work to be aligned. So that's why I'm using the grid line here. It's actually a very great tool for alignment. So we have this. Let us worship, a worship word and all of that conference. So I want to move this up a bit more. Yeah, for more information, let me just move this up a bit more. Right? Then I'm going to copy this, increase this here. Then let me see. Oh, come on, sorry. We have a worship and prayer conference. So I'm changing this to a worship and prayer conference. A worship and prayer conference. Alright, sorry. So this is what we've got here. Position this to the center. Right? So we've got this, a worship and prayer conference. So beta regular. So I can reduce the size a bit more. So this is what we've got, a worship and prayer conference. Yeah. So now the next thing is to create that line. So I want to create my line here. So I'm tapping on this magnet, right? So that I can easily attach it to this. Can you see? So I'm using this color. Yeah, this particular color. Mark it. Now reduce this. Can you see? This. Yeah, look at this. So I'm moving this up. Yeah, we've got this. Then I need to work. Yeah, I need to work on this. So we have a worship and prayer conference. Let us worship. So we have live on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and all of that. So let's work on that. Live on Instagram. But before then, I need to bold in some text here. So we have value of event center. This is just to create emphasis. So I'm using beta bold for this. Then for these two, I'm using for more contact. I'm using contact number bold. Right, so this is what we've got here. Contact this number. So we have sorry. So we have this. Yeah, see, adjust this. Mark it. Then move this down some more, a bit more. So we have this. Right, the next thing I want to work on now, let me see if I can just reduce this opacity. Yes, so I need to reduce this opacity a bit. Then I'm copying this particular text, so I'm bringing this here, and yeah, so we have FCT, that's Facebook. It's basically, I have the icon font too, so if you need the icon font to just ask in the Telegram community. So we have font already. I have the font on my phone. It's look at this. Can you see it? So this is it. I'm just going to position this here. Right, I'm not going to reduce the size. Then I'm going to change the color to this. Yeah, move this up here. So we have live on Instagram, Facebook and YouTube. So but then let me increase the size a bit. So copy this, right, or delete this instead. Let's use this. So we have live on Instagram, Facebook and YouTube. So I'm just going to use left alignment for this. Then I will increase the size, then use a bold font, so beta bold. This is it. So I want to reduce the spacing, the line spacing, the normal spacing, right? The normal spacing, please. So increase the size to like this. I can see on my screen here. So adjust this, but then you need to ensure that your work is still aligned. So I need to ensure that my work is aligned. So move this, come on. If you need to lock all of this so that you don't disturb your work, you can actually do that. So go to color. I want to use this particular color. This color. Yeah. So this is it. The next thing is, what's the next step there? I think live on something. We have Wednesday, July, right? So we have Wednesday, July 19 and all of that. So we have copy this text, move this down here. Right, move this down here. Then we have at let's worship. It's more like the social media handle. So at let's worship. So I'm just going to use this for the sake of this tutorial. So I'm just going to use only this at let worship, right? But then you get my point. It's basically to just worship train and let's worship. Then all right. So we have, I'm using this line. So we have worship train. This, so I'm going to reduce the size so that they can be aligned. Right, so this is what I've got here. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to copy this line, right? This particular line, copy it, then bring it down here, then adjust it here, mark it and close this up. So we have this, right? We have this. So the next thing I'm going to do now is my copy this, right? The time now, this is for the date and time. So where is it? I think I have July 19, 2023. Yeah, by the way, this is my birthday, right? This is my birth date. So I actually just use this just for the fun of it. So we have July 19. Then I'm just going to copy. I'm going to copy this. Then I'm going to change this text to, oh, come on, sorry. We have Wednesday. So we have Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. But then I need to reduce. I need to use a more lighter. Yeah, I'm using this Wednesday. Wednesday has double S. So I need to adjust this. And we have this. I'm reducing the size to this. So this is what we've got. Then move this down a bit more. So we have July 19, 2023. Then we have 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock p.m. So I'm changing the color of this to white, actually. White. So the color of this is white. Then Wednesday, where is it? Move it down a bit more. Move it down a bit more, but ensure that it's still aligned. So we have this. Then copy this. Copy this. We have 12 o'clock p.m. to 3 o'clock p.m. So we have 12 o'clock p.m. to 3 o'clock p.m. So this is what we've got here. Just move this here. Yeah, move this here. Then reduce the size. Yeah, reduce the size. So this is what we've got, guys. Right, so the next thing I'm going to do now is to copy this again. Copy this. Right, then I adjust this, a worship. So I'm reducing the line spacing, the normal spacing rather. Then break it down. Then use center alignment. Right, then reduce the line spacing, a worship, word and prayer conference. So move this here. And this is what we've got, guys. So the next thing I need to do now is to work on this. There's something I actually brought in here. So to just make the whole thing easier, I'm going to copy this, right? I'm going to copy this. Then delete this. But then I want to import another image as texture. Yeah. Okay, so this is the image, right? So just tap on this image. Then I need to crop this down. Right? Then I need to also crop this up. Just crop it a bit, mark it. So this is it, but I need to adjust this. First of all, increase the opacity. Now click on edit and adjust this. So yeah, it's adjusted now. So bring this down. Just bring this down. Right, bring this down. Increase the size to cover this. Reduce it a bit more. Then bring it down. Can you see? So position this to the center. Now reduce the opacity. Can you see? So this is what we've got, guys. This is what we've got, right? I need to take this to the back. So take this to the back. If you have to, move it here. So you can see, increase the opacity. Let's see. Look at it. Right, so we have this. So you can see it here. You can see it here. So we have this. Just move this up. Move this up, move this up. Then try and see if you can increase the opacity of this. If you can increase the opacity of this. But then I need this to be up too, so I need to move this. No. I need to move this. This. So I need to increase the opacity of this instead. Look at it. So this is what I've got here. Then I can save my work now. I can save my work. I can save it as image. Maybe PNG. Then Ultra. Yeah, Ultra. Then let's wait for it to export so that we can edit it on in Lightroom. So that we can edit it in Lightroom. It's saving. Yes, so it has finished saving. Now just come to the image. I have my gallery here. I have my gallery. This is the design. So I'm just going to share this to my Lightroom. Yes, this is it. So I'm going to increase this. Now this is the image. Like this is the image. This is the design we just did. So I'm going to tap on it. Now I want to edit it. Very, very simple. The first thing I do is to increase my sharpening, right? I need to increase my sharpening. Then the next thing I do is I need to increase the texture, right? Then try and increase the clarity so to make your design look more sharper. You can see that. You can see that. So but then for this particular one, I click on color, then increase the vibrance. Increase the vibrance. You can see it. Look at this. Let's check the before. Look after. Before. After. So you can also try to increase the saturation a bit. Yeah, maybe to 9. Look at 9. So look at before, look after. Then you can also you can try to adjust the tint. Okay, so you can see this, right? Now you can click on light to reduce the exposure a bit. Yeah, you can reduce the exposure a bit. Then you can increase the contrast. Yeah, you can just take out the time to edit it, but just ensure that you don't over edit. Right, ensure that you don't over edit. So we have shadows. You can also click on, you can color grade it. Click on grading, then you can set to color grade it. You can color grade it. For example, look at this. Look at before, look after. look at before, look after. So you can see, so you can decide to save your work as this. I think I love this. This actually look good. So you can decide to save your work here. Or another thing you can decide to add is grain. I like adding grain to my work. Yeah, to my design. I just like adding grain. So you can decide to also add grain to your work. So yeah, you can see the effect of that grain here. Look at. Alright guys, so this is it. You can now save it. You can save to device. Right, so this is the end of the tutorial. I believe you've learned something. I look forward to seeing your own replication. I look forward to seeing your own design as a result of this tutorial. Thank you for sticking around to this point. Our work is saved and we can decide to check it out. Look at it. This is it. Then this was the one I worked on before. Yeah, look at it. I love this. So look at before, look after. Yeah. So I can save to device. So you can see the way I actually manipulated the background. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking around to this point. Look at it. I'm going to see you in the next video.